What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is a weird video. Been talking to some people, been talking about how YouTube's been going, how I feel about it, and a lot of those people told me that I need to take a break, and I agree with them. I agree with them. I agree that I need to take a break from YouTube. Now, for how long, I think you're wondering. Well, school for me is ending next Friday, or this Friday, so probably later January I'd come back because my phone don't work. My phone is off. I've been using this shitty Wi-Fi. That's why I just do game videos lately, because that's the only thing that's working. I'm not going to explain why that this Wi-Fi just doesn't like my phone, but it is what it is. So, I mean, I don't really know what to say, to be honest, because I didn't want to take a break. I wanted to do what I did last year, which is even make videos during Christmas, but it does seem like I need to take a step back and think about this channel and think about, because originally, like I said, this video was going to be the am I quitting video. Am I going to quit? Because that was a question I was thinking, and that's why I started talking to people about it. I was like, hey, I've been thinking about quitting. Should I quit, or should I just, should I stay, or should I just, what should I do? And, I was talking to some people, and they were like, you should just take a break. You shouldn't just quit. And I was explaining to them, I'm like, I want to quit because I feel like my channel has been reduced to a single video. I feel that my channel has been viewed as very negatively. I feel like that my channel has been very... now, I'm not saying that the haters have gotten to me. No, that absolutely not. Like, I don't care if people comment and tell me how trash I am, whatever. But the point is of like, hey, people only recognize me because of that video. Going back to that video again, which I will not talk about or name, because you know what it is. One of my most highest viewed video. And because of the Spider-Man PS4 thing, I feel like I got flat out robbed. And I don't want to really explain that because that's been one of the pressures that I've had lately, is trying to make good videos about that game, and lately it's just been kind of... well, actually, my Spider-Man PS4 videos have been very good. They've been very well received. They've been making more and more views lately than, for example, the How I Would Have Made It videos. The How I Would Have Made It videos, they do amazing, even though it's only 20, 30, 40 views, whatever. It's probably also the most original and most proudest thing I've ever made on my channel, honestly. It's probably one of the most, because I have never seen anyone do something like that, where they, do what I do, where I just, like, would tell you, like, how I would make a movie or how I would make a sequel to something. And that's probably my most, like, favorite out of everything I've ever made, honestly, like, thing to do on the channel, because it lets me get creative, it lets me think about things, it lets me go back and watch some old things like X-Men or Hulk or Spider-Man, whatever, or read some old comics so that I can get familiar with those. Like, it's one of those things where I can, like, open my mind more, and I really appreciate those videos because of that. And people love them. They're well received. Obviously something's been getting to me. I'm not, again, it's a lot of things. It's not just it's not just Spider-Man PS4 videos. It's not just, you know, views in general. It's a lot of things. It's YouTube. YouTube's just a jerk to me. You got the FCC trying to, you know, mess with the internet, and you got that new Spider-Man movie that's coming out in Christmas. Yes, I saw it. For those of you who know, I have an opinion, obviously. I heard some news about the second Spider-Man movie coming out. I heard a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of things that I could make. There's a lot of videos that I can do. There's a lot of things that are still planned. But as of right now, I need to take a step back. I need to accept that right now, YouTube doesn't need Super Mike. I guess you could say that I'm kind of suffering from the Spider-Man Peter Parker thing right now, where I am focused on wanting to get my real life side of things fixed and more focused on, than rather be here making videos and doing the whole Super Mike thing. So it's kind of funny how we got the same duality right now going. I'm sure a lot of people have this problem sometimes too. And I think that it's important that, again, that I take a step back and just look at the channel from a bigger view. Look at the whole thing, and I think that it'll be good for me. Sorry about the weird cut. I had to get my phone on the charger. So, and there's also, again, there's a lot of things on my mind with school. Obviously, this is my finals week, so I want to pay attention to that, even though I only literally have like 2 days, like 2 to 3 days of school, of classes, you know, for finals. But other than that, like I'm pretty much done here. But you know, then I'm trying to like write this paper to get the scholarship right now so that I can pay for my bill. There's a lot of things that I have to do, real life things. So it's important that I do those things and that I'm not held back by this. I'm not saying this holds me back. This actually is one of my favorite things to do. I love doing YouTube. Like, I love doing it. I obviously have, you know, doubts, obviously, about this because, again, going back to that video that's currently my highest viewed video, that video is supposed to be my last video. That video is supposed to be, again, my grand finale. It was not supposed to ever be something that was like a stepping stone, and unfortunately it was in what I think was the wrong direction. And I don't think I'm going back. I'm going to be able to turn away from that anytime soon. It seems like that's what I'm going for a lot, is that, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? There's a lot of news about that second movie. There's a lot of news about, you know, what's been going on with that, and I'm not focused on it. I'm not focusing on that right now. I'm not doing that. Okay, no more. I'm not kidding around no more. This is no more. Just because what I tend to do is, obviously, you notice I pause a lot. I pause a lot because I have a lot to say, and I'm choosing my words as carefully as possible because obviously I have my opinions about people or things and in the web of YouTube or realm of Twitter, whatever, or in the realm of real life. So I have these opinions, and I always try to pause and try to think about what's the next word I want to say, because that was one of my problems growing up, is like I wouldn't sit back and think for a minute. I would usually just talk. Just talk as fast as I can, you know, just keep going. But no, I have to slow it down so that I can, you know, because sometimes I feel like when I talk to you guys, I don't make sense, or I, am cryptic. But I don't know. I try to speak as clear and make sense as much as possible, but this video is already long enough. I guess I can end it by saying this. Sometimes to do what's right, we gotta be steady and give up the thing we want the most, even our dreams. And my dream was to do YouTube. I have to give this up right now. This is something I have to take a break from. Even though this is something I like to do, this is something I love to do, and I'm sure a lot of you people really love this channel. But this is just something that I need to do. This is something I need to do. This is something that's very important. And, I have people who say they're like my biggest fans, and, they have all these positive things to say, and how, they were friends and stuff like that. So, again, this has been a very positive experience for me. It has been also a little negative, I'll admit it, but overall it's been very positive, and I could not thank you guys enough for all that. But obviously I have my own opinions about things, and I have my own thoughts. So yeah, yes, I did steal a Spider-Man 2 line, or a quote, but it's true. I have to. This is something I really want to do, but I have to give up what I want the most, which is this, because it's important that I do, and I have to just accept that. So I'm not going to ask what you think in the comments, because I'm not, again, nobody's going to convince me to come back at any time this week, next week. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm just flying away. I'm out of here. Obviously, there are other people here who, can entertain you enough. And that's another thing. That's why I was saying earlier in this video, I think I'm just going to quit, because I don't feel sometimes that I'm up to the challenge, that my personality is good enough, or I can't match up to that, or fight that. I can't compete. And YouTube is kind of a place of competition, where who can get the most subs, who can get the most watch times, and I'm not very competitive. I've always been very casual, very loose, Lately I've been very competitive. I've been very competitive, for example, in video games. I've been very competitive lately in life, in school. I've been very competitive lately in this. So again, this has kind of changed me in a weird way, where I have a different mindset and a different direction. So I guess talking to the audience, because I for some reason have a very young audience. Apparently I have 12-year-olds who watch this channel, apparently. Again, sometimes we gotta give up something that we really want, and what I really want to do is make YouTube videos for you guys. But I have to focus on what's right, and what's right is that I focus on me. And then when I'm done and I finally figured myself out, by the end of January I should be back and up and running, a bunch of videos coming out by then, and then I think hopefully that will be the last time I need to leave. Hopefully that will be the last time that I need to take a break, because I probably might need to take a break later on, down the line of this YouTube career, even though, like I said before, this is something that I'd rather be done with. This is something that I'd rather not do anymore, because again, this was not supposed to continue. This was supposed to end 6 months ago. This was not supposed. I'm not even kidding. I'm literally telling the truth. This was supposed to end 5 to 6 months ago. This channel was supposed to be done. but because of all of the views, the support, the likes, I'm still here and I'm still making videos. But right now, I can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. And I don't want you guys to be upset about it. And I want you guys to, I want you guys to motivate yourselves. If you're in school or something and you got something to do that's very important, you need to not pay attention to anything else. You need to, because what I like to do is when I'm like working on homework or something, I like to turn on my music, sit down and just work. Recently, last Friday, I was working on this paper. I worked on 3 papers. I worked on an APP paper with the psychology of Rorschach, and then my second paper was about my interview with my dad, because he worked in correctionals, prison. He worked at a prison. He was a security guard. And then the third one was my paper that I'm working on, so for my scholarship, focusing on like drugs and alcohol in society. So, and I just got those all done. I was like, dude, there's the first drafts done. Then I can go back and can fix everything, and that's what I'm currently doing right now. And yeah, I'm just working. I got my music on. I'm working. I'm in my zone. So like when you're in school or something, if you're young watching this, you got to find a zone. I'm sure you already do have a zone where you turn on music or you do something where you're focused. You are in like a focus zone. And I love my focus zone. It's probably my most comfortable place when I'm focusing on work, and it's actually also the most relieving things to do is when you're in focus mode and then you get things done and then you leave it and you're like, damn, I got a lot of things done. So it's a really good thing. So again, this video is already long enough. Don't let things weigh you down. Don't be discouraged in life. Don't let your doubts cloud your ability to act, because my emotions do tend to get in the way of me being able to act, which is never a good thing. Don't ever let your emotions control you. Don't ever let your doubts control you. Don't ever be discouraged from doing something you want to do, because it's very important that you look out for you, but it's also good when you do look out for others. So anyway, guys, that's all I gotta say. I hope you learned something. I hope you understand. I hope you have a great Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, or a great happy New Year. 2018, Spider-Man PS4, God of War, a bunch of other games coming out. Can't wait to do them and review them for you guys. And until then, guys, thank you for watching, and I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.